Our very special guest this morning, Dana Myers, with us, the Director of Charitable Giving with Brittany's Hope. Good morning, Dana.
Hey, good morning.
I always love having you here. Anybody you want to say hi to this morning?
Yes, all my kids. So, everyone's up, working out, doing running and stuff.
You already did your run today.
I already did that.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Now, you guys are celebrating 25 years of uniting families, sponsored kids. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you. Like, the whole WJTL community is wonderful. And we've been here so many times, and you've helped us spread the word of what we do. So, so many people to thank, and then just so many lives impacted. It's really humbling.
Yeah, it's amazing. Do you know how many kids you've united with families over those 25 years?
Yep, 1,612 children with special needs have been united with Forever Families.
I love that.
Yep.
So to celebrate,
and you have a bunch of them.
Yeah, we do. And to celebrate your 25 years, you guys have a big gala coming up this weekend.
We do. We have the 5th annual Brittany's Ball, and it's our 25th anniversary celebration. So a big deal. It's sold out. It's at the Star Barn, and we have a wonderful one of the children who has been united with his forever family is Zion Reddington, and he was adopted in 2009, and he is a USA Paralympic silver medalist in wheelchair rugby. And so he was in Japan. He's as a silver medalist, and he's on the team, and he's doing fantastic. So we are so excited to have him and his mom come and speak.
Yeah, he and his mom are going to speak at the gala. Yep. That's going to be very inspiring.
It is.
Amazing.
He has a condition where he was born with only one finger on each hand and one toe on each foot. And so when he was young, they made the decision with doctors that they should amputate his feet. And he has just pushed through every barrier, and just like nothing stops him. Actually, I think his mom pushed him through every barrier. And in speaking with him, he's like, she pushed me every step of the way. Yeah. So it's really good. And he is an inspirational speaker now, and he's a senior in high school. He's going off to college. And it just proves like he wouldn't have made it where he was.
Right.
There's just not the
too many barriers
in other countries, and we are blessed to be here and be able to have the care, and that's why it just makes so much of a difference. Amazing.
You guys, you should always bring us great stories about how God is working through Brittany's Hope. Any great stories come to mind this morning to share with our listeners?
Yeah, sure. So Zion in particular, just to go back to him, his mom just had so many barriers in terms of like getting him the care he needed, getting him home, and then he was just able to flourish and just to inspire people as he went along. And she had him in running, and it proves that she was set on God's plan to adopt, and she just didn't have the funds to do it. And Brittany's Hope stepped in, and she really literally saw something in an adoption agency, and she knew she wanted to adopt a child with special needs, and she saw something on an adoption agency saying that Brittany's Hope would provide a grant for this child, and she was like, I think that's the one we have to go for.
Yeah.
And it's because of the generosity of our community that can happen. And it was just that one picture, and it was, it has changed a lot of lives since. So we really do have those funds. It costs between like $30,000 and $40,000 to adopt a child. And when you're adopting a child with special needs, that's a huge thing, because you figure at least one parent can't probably continue working. Right. So $30,000 to $40,000 is a lot no matter what. But when you also assume that someone is not going to be able to work, and then you're just going to be constantly working with them, and it just proves that you don't always know what that next step can be or how it's going to work out, but they trust in God, and people come and rally around and also trust the work and say, our goal here is to care for widows and orphans, and that's what we do. We care for the orphans.
Now, your gala is full. You can't come. Right. You're already booked up.
We are booked. And we're blessed because we have a lot of recipient families. So families coming who have received who have received Brittany's Hope grants, and they're coming with the kids. So we're excited about that. It's a little bit different, but yeah, last year we had 26 full tables, and this year we have 31. And
that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
Yeah,
it will be a cozy event.
If folks want to find about other ways they can attend events or sponsor what's going on, and we'll talk more about that coming up, but they can visit you online.
Yep, Brittany'sHope.org.
Yeah, check it out. We're going to talk more with Dana coming up, so we invite you to stick around. This morning, our very special guest, our friend Dana Myers, is here, the Director of Charitable Giving for Brittany's Hope. Good morning again to you, Dana.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
We love having you here. We've been asking our guests about their life first. Do you have a life first you want to share with us? I
do, and I was thinking, which one do I want to pick? But the one that I keep going back to, it's Luke 10:41. It's Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, and it will not be taken away from her. And I don't know if people now would realize that I'm much calmer than I used to be, because I think I'm a pretty high-strung person. But I used to really worry about every single thing, and that saying, Martha, Martha, goes through my head very often. You're worried and upset about many things, so...
And we don't need to be, which is so great. Yeah.
Right.
And it's great to hear the Lord tell us that.
It is. It is. Although I always have that little thing, like, you still ate the food, Jesus. But
That's great.
But no, it is a great reminder, and like everything gets done.
Brittany's Hope is celebrating their 25th anniversary. Big gala this weekend. In addition to uniting children with their forever families, you guys support a lot of kids in various places throughout the world too. Tell us about that.
We do. As you know, the adoption used to be a little bit easier and less expensive, and the process was just quicker. And so now, as it got so much slower, and we saw these kids that we had, and they were waiting in our children's homes and waiting to be adopted, and we realize how important it is to make sure that they can flourish where they are in light that they might not be adopted. So we really started providing humanitarian support. A huge part of that is our child sponsorship program, and that is $37 a month, $444 a year, either way. And it provides for a child, and we really connect individual families with a child. And it is life-changing. The kids write letters, and it's, dear sponsor, mom and dad. And it's, they just refer to them as mom, and the sponsors can refer to them as their kids, and they follow them through. And we had a really cool story. One family in Elizabethtown had sponsored this girl named Dwin, and she had been sponsored for her whole life, and she was excelling. And as many kids in our Vietnam, in our programs in these children's homes, they are getting a great education, and they have this wonderful family life that we have worked so hard to establish, and they're getting accepted into college. And she was one who got accepted into college. She got a degree in English, so now she's an English teacher. And in December, it was so cool because she had, actually the end of November and through December, she had the opportunity. She applied for a visa, and she came and visited and met her sponsor family.
Wow.
This is kind of a crazy thing. It's not like everyone gets to meet their kid in person, that they come here. But it was so amazing to just see how she has flourished. And it's because of their love for her and how they invested in her and gave the encouragement along the way. Yeah. And so it was just really one of those like full circle, like, wow, like this is amazing.
So is Brittany's Hope helping other students that you guys are sponsoring get college degrees? How's that work?
Yeah, so we have like 65 students right now in college, and there'll be more coming. And in Vietnam, only 20% of kids, any kids, like with kids that aren't abandoned and, in a family life. And so it's really difficult to get into college, but the education that we're able to provide now is fantastic. And this is the one thing we realize: college education is that one thing, or technical school, whatever, that can break the cycle of poverty. So they come out and they can break the cycle of poverty because they can come out and they're employed. And it's $1,500 a year for them to go to college, and so it's a great investment.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic investment.
So if listeners want to sponsor a child, they can visit you online at brittany'shope.org.
Yep.
Another way they could sponsor you is you have a silent auction going on.
We do. It is amazing. So we have over 100 items that are for auction. A really cool thing. So, and it's based on the love of our community, and we have a wonderful committee who have just worked so hard to get donations from everywhere. But some of the highlight, we have tickets to Sight and Sound and the Fulton. We have cookware. We have tons of restaurant gift certificates, gift cards, house cleaning, window cleaning. So, sports equipment. So just a lot of different fun things. So if you're looking for Easter things, it's a fun way to support.
And they can register at your website to be part of the silent auction.
Yep. Yes. Look for the Brittany's Ball part, and then you can register right there. And the online auction is going on right now, and then it closes at 8:00 on Saturday night, so April 12th.
Yeah, check it out. Brittany'sHope.org. Here's a chance for you to sponsor all the great things that God is doing through Brittany's Hope. Dana, congratulations on 25 years. Tell Mylin we said the same. We love you guys so much.
She is, we owe so much to you, and she always sends her love to everyone here because you're just part of the family.
Oh, thank you so much. Congratulations. I hope your gala is a great celebration
Yes.
of all things Brittany's Hope.